Hi guys, so welcome back to part 2 of the weekend roundup for the week of May 13th through May 17th. Again, this is where we take a look at all of the mods released, newly released in the Giants Mod Hub for that particular week. And we just got through part 1, and we're going to go and finish up, first off, the trailers and a couple other implements that are in this week's weekend roundup. Then we're going to take a look at the placeables and scripts that were released this week for the second part of the weekend roundup. So first up, we have the Milling Machine by Chris U70 or Chris U70. This mod can be found under miscellaneous for tools. Miscellaneous, and we have the Milling Machine for $5,000. Has a 3 meter working width, and it says 6 miles per hour is the working speed. This particular machine will basically suck up any of the standard fill types here in game and shoot them out the back into a trailer. Quite handy for anybody who doesn't want to use loader buckets or conveyor belts. It attaches with 3-point hitch and has a PTO connection. Come in here, we can change the main color. And then we can change the design color, should we so wish. Like so. Only 95 horsepower requirement on this thing. Go ahead and lease that up. And we're going to need a trailer. So let's go ahead and just get a trailer here. Let's get the Farm Tech while we're at it. Trailer. Hook up to our tractor and show you how this thing works. It is kind of a beastly looking thing. Awful big. Though it has a low horsepower rating, probably get something a little bit on the large side to connect this to, otherwise it will this thing's almost as big as the tractor itself. The way this works is basically we would hit pipe out, and that would basically unfold that. Let's toggle over here and undo the cover. Basically, it's going to auto aim. See, it is auto aiming onto the trailer. And then you want to unfold machine with the X button. What that does is it just extends the vertical teeth there out. So what we're going to do to demonstrate this is I'll come up here, our fill silo that we use, demonstrate some stuff, and let's get something like I don't know, the newer. So now we have a load of manure. Let's come over here and let's just put it down here on this pad. And I perform this function. There we go. So let's just pile it up here in the grass. Turn around. And you'll see what we'll do is we want to come up here and we want to lower milling machine. Okay. We need to turn it on. And then we just address what we want to pick up. And it basically starts chewing on it and shooting it into the trailer, waiting trailer that is either behind or to the side of basically the milling machine. Doesn't seem like it wants to pick up the last little bit. So we'll have to move around a little bit to get that. There you go, guys. That is the milling machine. It's perfect for somebody who doesn't want to deal with picking up things with a bucket or a conveyor belt. Pop that off. Trailer off. And up next, we start our trailers. We have the Strauderman PS1201 trailer. This is by FBM Lucas 202 and FBM Dajo. Okay, this mod is available for all platforms, and we're going to find it here under manure spreaders. Trailer, this is a manure spreader. We have the PS1201, and we might as well combine this and the next mod because they're basically the same model, just a little bit larger. Another axle has been added to it. So we have, from the same mod authors, we have the PS1201 and the PS2201 manure spreader. Capacity is 20,000 liters or 32,000 liters. 120 or 180 horsepower requirements. 12.5 meter spread or double that, 24 meter spread. And let's compare this to other manure spreaders in this size range. 20,000 liters. Put us here around the Flex 23 at 22,900 liters, 180 horsepower, 24 meter working width. So it has a narrower working width, but is significantly cheaper than the Samson. And then we have the PS2201 at 32,000 liters, which is basically comparable to the Strauderman PS3401. Interesting enough, same capacity, same lower horsepower requirement, only 180 horsepower, but the same working width also. So, I mean, pretty much this is the deal if you're going to go with a large manure spreader, in that it holds the same as the other Strauderman, the PS3401, but is significantly cheaper and has the same working width. Interesting. What we'll do is let's go ahead and take a look here at the configuration options. So we have Trelleborg Standard or wide tires. Go to Michelin Standard or wide tires, and the wide tires on the Michelins have kind of a tire tread pattern to it. And back to Trelleborg. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And we'll take a look at this one. It's for fun. Actually look identical. And if we picked up the Strauderman PS3401 or 3201, look very similar to this, just with 3 axles as opposed to 1 axle or 2 axles. So what you would unfold it, raises the kind of like a gate there, and then you would basically turn it on, and the beater wheels and the walking floor would basically bring all the manure back to the back. I don't know if we necessarily need to go into that level of demonstration. You all know what a manure spreader looks like and how it acts. The thing I do want to check, I didn't check on the smaller version, was do we have hoses? Or are we hose less? So we do have hoses that hook up. Just when they unhook, they vanish. when we do have hookup hoses. Yep. I have some hydraulic hoses that hook up. Don't have power hoses or power lines. Not really sure where the power for the lights are coming from. You have two hoses that hook up for hydraulic. That's at least saying something. Next up, we have the Kroger Overload trailer. And this particular trailer can be actually found under auger wagons. And not activated. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we got it activated. For some odd reason, that was the one mod missed getting activated this week. So we have the Kroger Overloader. So we find it here under auger wagons. We have the AgriLiner, that wagon, $27,500 to purchase. And we basically see we have an AgriLiner axle trailer here, but then we have a module in the back that basically puts an auger under the rain dump door, and then some hydraulic hoses. So we do have some configuration options here. We have the main color, change from green, old green to new green, old red, black, metal, beige, gray, and yellow. Steel, pretty cool looking. Metal looking color. Rim color, change the rims, and then design color is the color of the auger wagon. Auger, so we can make that metal too, should we so wish. And then we have Trelleborg Standard for wide tire T404, regular wide tires. We have Michelin Standard wide tires. Then we have Lizard singles. We have design is white or color. Basically, it's changing the Kroger icon here, logo there, and then basically the wording, the backgrounding here, AgriLiner, are then kind of the color variant, and the big old K is missing. Let's go ahead and lease this up. This holds 21,000 liters and holds all of standard fill types. Map. New is good. We still have our manure spreader, so let's just go ahead and use this to put manure into our manure spreader. Looks like we do have hose hookups. Like that. We have dynamic hoses. Go ahead and open the cover up. Fill it full of manure. If you combine, let's say, this with the milling machine that we just looked at a little bit ago, then we could basically pick up manure from a animal pen, and then basically bring it over and put it into our manure spreader without having to use buckets or anything like that. This works is we would want to hit pipe out. Oh, might not have the clearance. We're not going to be able to clear that. So we can't do this with manure unless we get the, let's get the small manure spreader. Let's get this coon. It's a bit shorter. Strauderman is a bit too tall for this. Back this up. And basically then it starts, as we are over it, it basically starts overloading manure from the trailer to the manure spreader. Again, we can use this for seed into seeders. Use this lime into a lime spreader, assuming that we can get above it with the pipe height. We could use this for fertilizer. Any solid product that we would want to basically spill into any other product, basically use this particular wagon to do so. Pretty cool. And this is by DTP Mario and is available for all platforms. When we're done, we just hit O, pipe in. So you have animation on the grain door. Also, put a pipe in, and then there we go. Drop that off, and let's take a look at the next mod, which is the HJM Special Low Loader. Find this under Tools and then Low Loaders. HJM Special Low Loader L38. And then this thing is designed specifically for forestry equipment. Change the color here, whatever color we should so want. Change the rim color. Also, and we can go without override aids design or with override aids. Then without steering, or steering 30%, 15%. I have to admit, I'm not really sure what this steering percent means. There really isn't any description in the mod hub as to what that means. Interesting that it implies money. So maybe it let's just get it with 30% and see what happens. That one. No steering. And let's go here to vehicles and let's get something wheel loader. And forestry, let's get the Matsu. Yep, that one. See how this all works. Oops. The way this would work is, obviously, you all know what low loaders do. Low loaders let you basically transport big, slow machinery on the road with the aid of a trailer. And take a look at the animation on that. Straps undo and then lay on the ground. The ramps fold down. That was pretty cool. Let's get in the Komatsu here. Like I said, it's been designed specifically for forestry. And with the way the Komatsu and the Scorpion King, basically the way their wheels work, see they basically can sit right there. We can lower the cutter. So, off. Now it's sitting in here all nice and neat. Next, to fold up. Ramp folds up. Then our strap hooks. That's pretty cool animations. Ramps are short. Don't have to worry about them actively interfering or hitting or your tree harvester. And now you can pretty much drive this up into the forest, should you so wish. brake lights, we have reverse lights, we have a beacon on the back, and we have 4 ways, left and right blink. Still not sure what the whole steering 30%, 15%, 0 equates to. This looks like it allow me to steer to 90 degrees. The other dolly trailer would. Let's try this version that has the kind of the support brackets over the rear humps. I suppose this one is going to be good for traditional things like this wheel loader. That's kind of why I got it. Drive on up in here. Fit in there perfect. That off. This mod is by HJ Machine in Bau. Okay. And 3CI Sir Robin. Basically, this one we got with no steering assist. And I don't know what the steering assist does. Maybe the rear axles turn? Oh. There you go. Those 2 pretty cool low loader options. And this is available for PC only. Next up, we have the 1-axle trailer. Go to tools and then trailers. Over here we have the 1-axle trailer, $3,200. See, pretty much as it's used to transport bales or pallets. Little small homemade looking trailer, perfect for the pickup truck, $3,200. No configuration options on this. Get the small lizard pickup. See how well this looks. Does have straps? It does indeed have straps, so we can put straps across it. X to unfold the baler, the little trailer. We have a nice little animation of these little pins, basically pulling out, then the door flopping back down. Pretty cool. Got brake lights, no reverse lights, no power hookups. A little disappointing. Running lights on the trailer. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just a small little utility trailer that you can use to transport a couple bales around from wherever to wherever, or a couple pallets, chicken boxes, whatever you might have need for. Pretty cool looking little trailer. That is by CatFan18 Mods and Driver 300. So the last trailer we're going to take a look at today is the Wilson Pacesetter A-Train. Go to tools and then trailers once again. Scroll all the way over here. We have the Pacesetter A-Train. A short semi-trailer in the front, and then we get a dolly trailer in the back, and then we have hose hookups. Connect the 2 together. Pretty cool looking. Change the rim color. Should we so wish, we can change the main color. Should we so wish, and we can change the design color, which is going to be tarp. Okay. Something a bit more bold, a crimson tarp like that. No other configuration options as configured, $74,200 to purchase, $3,784 to lease, $742 per day, and $1,558 per operating hour. Let's go ahead and fix this up. Let's get a truck. It's a Warrior in black. Go, so we can tarp on both of those. Go here and unhook the rear one, should we so wish. The rear trailer does not have an additional hitch. We're not going to be able to hook up multiple of the dollies. But this is similar to what you would see here in the US. Maybe you would see the longer front trailer as an option, and then the shorter dolly in the back. $1,000 in the front. Add some product to barley in the back. Of course, if we wanted to, we could hook up anything to the dolly trailer in the back, any hitch, any tractor, any truck whatsoever. Go, let's check our lights. We have brake lights on both trailers. Reversing lights on the trailers. 4 ways on both trailers, left, right blinkers. There you go, guys. That is the Wilson Pacesetter A-Train by Stephen Barron and Custom Modding. Go. And of course, if you wanted just the front short trailer, you could sell the rear trailer or vice versa, because you buy them as a set. Go here and look in the garage. You're going to see that they're going to show up here as 2 different trailers. So we can sell either one of these trailers should we so wish, or keep them around as a pair. We're driving up here because we're going to then go ahead and jump right on in and take a look at our placeables for the week. So first up, we're going to take a look at the Obstacle Horse Sport Pack. This is by Dorset, and this basically says base game models of obstacles for horse sports made into placeables. Go to placeables, and then miscellaneous. Ooh, decoration. There we are. Now have all kinds of horse-related items. This mod is available for all platforms. So we have flags, put down, rotate those around, should we wish. As you can see, place those down. Have the corner obstacle, put that down, cross obstacle, fence obstacle, these rotate, water hazard, set house obstacle, log obstacle, crossbar obstacle, pole, couple poles, and basically have the horses kind of run around those. Triple bar obstacle. 2-bar obstacle. A wall obstacle. And that is it, guys. So, I mean, that is pretty much a lot. Build out any kind of horse training area that you wanted with this particular pack. Or you can just pretend that you are the horse. And you're basically running. Horse. Oh, that's a hard one. Oh, don't hit in the water. And there we go. Record time. All right, so that is the Obstacles Horse Sport Pack. We have the Curved Metal Sheds, again, by Dorset. Go to Placeables and then Sheds. We have the Open Curved Shed. Oh, this thing is big. Around here a little bit. And we can rotate this. It does rotate on its center. Good to see. That one down there. We have the open curved steel shed with windows. We have some sunroof windows. Put that down here. Then we have the 2-door curved shed. We have doors on the front and backs. And then we have the 2-door curved shed with windows. It's like we don't have doors in the back. We just have doors in the front. And then we have 4-door curved shed. This one we have doors on the front and the back. And then we have the 4-door curved shed with windows. Oops. Variant. Well, you can see that I have Place Anywhere. One. Go. And let's put that back down. Go. 4-door out window. Oh, no. Door version. Alright. Take a look at these. Pretty big. And we'll have you have collision walls here on the sides, the front and the back. So we could tip product into these if we wanted to. Pretty straightforward. These look similar to the buildings that were on Sofnoska, except these aren't all run down and damaged. Do have lights in them, so I don't see a light switch. So it's apt that these are going to come on at night. The lights are going to come on at night automatically. These are for both PC and console platforms. You have the 2-door and the 4-door variants. These just have doors on either side. You see when we put these down, we do get a dirt texture that comes down on the ground. If you don't want the dirt, you're going to have to come in here and repaint the bottom. And let's see, does this one have the window or not? Ones with windows give you a nice little bit of kind of skylighting coming in here. Pretty cool indeed. Pretty nice looking pack. Again, these are by Dorset. Next up, we have the Placeable Hedge by Lancey Boy and Shy Wizard. Here under decoration, you have the Placeable Hedge, $200. So we can it's down. So, rotate it. It rotates on the center. Makes it nice and easy to Put in 90-degree corners. Go, and this mod is available for all platforms. And there we have kind of the placeable hedge. Sways in the wind. Let's see here. Hedge does have a collision on it. So once you put this down, you're not going to be able to walk through it. Or drive through it, for that matter. You have to basically go around it at that point. So if you're looking for a hedge that you can drive through, this is not going to be the option for you. See, when you put it down, you do get a grass texture as well as growing grass if you have version 1.31, the latest version of the game. The last placeable we're going to take a look at today is a three-sided bunker silo by Gamer HGS. It says the capacity of this is 1.8 million liters and is available for all platforms. Go to silos. You have the bunker silo right here, and you can see we can place this one of basically two different orientations, or looks like four different orientations because we are rotating it around. Place anywhere, I can just plop this right down by the hedges. Go. See, it does change the ground texture around it. When we put it down, it puts a gravel texture down around it and on the inside of it. No lighting going on. It's just pretty much plain Jane three-sided silage bunker. Some nice weathering or staining there at the very bottom of the concrete wall. There you go, guys. That is the bunker silo by Gamer HGS. It's going to be kind of outside the scope of this weekend roundup. We actually put product in this and kind of make sure that it doesn't tip out the back or anything, or we can indeed get 1.8 million in here. It's the whole concept of the weekend roundup is kind of just a quick, brief overview of all the mods. It's just when you have 30 plus mods to take a look at, it does end up kind of taking a little bit of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset here a little bit and activate the script mods and take a look at the two script mods that we have left. We have left Enhanced Driving and Tip Side HUD. Right back with you guys. And welcome back for the last time this week. We are here to take a look at the two script mods that were released this week. First up, we have Extended Driving. And this mod does one thing and does one thing fairly well. So there is the concept of shuttle control, or the idea of shifting your vehicle in forward or reverse in order to drive. This is typically big proponents of this capability are people playing with wheels and pedals. Now, I play with wheel and pedals, but I don't have the hang up of basically pushing and holding the brake to back up. Some people, that is a major mental hang up. And the idea of pushing and holding the brake pedal is just like mixing, I don't know, something crazy like, oil and vinegar together. It's just they don't go together, so they immediately try to separate themselves and repel. The whole concept just repels them. So what this does, what Extended Driving does, is it basically provides shuttle control and only shuttle control. So there are some other mods out there, like the Enhanced Vehicle Add-on, or the Vehicle Control Add-on (VCA), or Enhanced Vehicle. Both of those mods provide shuttle control, but they provide so much more than shuttle control. Where Extended Driving comes in by Team TLEW, all it does is shuttle control. That's it. Doesn't try to do anything else. And that, I think, is where it excels. So let's get in our tractor. We pretty much There's no way to turn this on or off. So in a multiplayer function, this might not be so beneficial. With VCA and enhanced vehicle, there's ways to disable shuttle control for the players that don't want it or can't use it, either just because they don't have a way of shifting based on their key bindings or whatever. But the way this works is we basically get in our tractor, and you can see on the HUD, we now have a forward arrow or an up arrow and a down arrow. So if we start the tractor, okay, see now that our arrow is blinking, up or down, up or down. We hold the accelerator, nothing happens. Okay, you can't see I'm pressing my gas pedal. I'm pushing the W key, nothing's happening. If we push the brake, nothing's happening. If I hold and press the S key, nothing's happening. You can't see that. Basically, we have to shift it into gear. So we have to hit space. Now that we've hit space, we are in forward gear. Hold the accelerator down. We go forwards. We hit and hold the brake. We basically stop. Now, what I don't like is that my brake lights don't come on once I come to a stop. But I'm pushing the brakes now, pushing the S key, nothing's happening. Pushing the W key, going forward. Pushing the S key, I come to a stop. I push it again, I hold it, nothing happens. I hit the space bar. If I push the W key now, I'm going reverse. But I'm pushing the W key. If I hit the brakes, stop. If I push the accelerator, I go backwards. If I hit the brakes, I stop. If I hit space again, now I'm going forward. If I just hold the accelerator down and just hit space, see I toggle between forward and reverse. That's pretty much what it does. Toggle up here to something else. Go to the truck. Let's turn it on. See, we get flashing lights. Go in reverse. Hit our accelerator. Backing up. Hit space again. And now we're going forward. That's pretty much it. It's an extended driving. That's all it tries to do. Provide shuttle control, or basically the ability to shift into forward or reverse. There is no way to basically put this into parking brake or into park, or take it out of drive or reverse and put it into neutral. It's pretty much you turn it on, shift it into forwards. So if you get in the tractor and you want to go in reverse, you're going to have to hit forward. You're going to have to hit shift direction twice, because it always wants to start. It always wants to go forward. So if we leave it in reverse and we shut the tractor off, when we start it, we're in neutral, and we hit space, we're going to go forward again. Got that. Then the next script mod that we're going to take a look at is Tip Side HUD by oh my gosh, just can't pronounce these names. Spear Gibbet. It's in the description in the lower third, just for reference. So let's get the agroliner here, because the agroliner allows us to tip sides and rear door, I believe. Tractor, the shift into forward. Shift into reverse. Shift into forward again. I'm using space. You could obviously change the binding on that. So at the bottom, see a little tag. Here you can see our speedometer. And below the fill level, you now see a tag. It says back. That is the tip side HUD. We don't need to fill it up. We can. So if we hit U, okay, now we say left. See the little bar is now on the left side. Hit U again, it says right. It says grain door, or it says back. Okay, so it's a little visual indicator to basically let you know, so you don't have to have the F1 menu up all the time, to let you know which direction you have it set tip. Now if we control I, you can see we're tipping out the left. Change this to right, control I, now we're tipping out the right. Grain door or back. There you go. So this also has some configurations. If we go right control T, we can bring up a little configuration here. Basically change the color of this. Let me see here. Page up. And space to change. Okay, so we can change the indicator. Black, I'm not a big fan of that. White or gray, blue, red, green, yellow, pink, turquoise, brown, or white. We use our arrow keys up and down. Change position below fruit HUD to next to vehicle schema. It is now up there just above the F1 menu. It's kind of hard to see. Let's go up here. There, you can see. Now I changed it to black. Change it next to the weather icon. We can make it centered, bottom centered, or below fruit HUD again. Show icon text. We could turn that on and off. Back up here, white again. Turn the text on or off. Icons, so we can change the icons. Kind of a solid or an outlined. And we can change the scale. Half size, normal. Sorry. Normal. 1.25, 1.5 times the size, half times, 3/4, and then back to normal. So those are kind of some options that we have, and then we'll go left control T to change that back. And basically there you go. It does say that, let's go ahead and save this. Save this game. Okay, and let me pull up real quick for you guys something else. This over here, and let's display. All right, so to there we go. So there we go. So in your Farm Sim 19 folder under My Games, there's a folder called Mod Settings. Okay, you'll see it here under Mod Settings. So in Mod Settings, there is now a tip side HUD folder. And then inside the tip side HUD folder will be a subfolder for every save game that you have that you've activated this mod on. And within that save game, there will basically be an XML config file. And in that XML config file will basically be the settings for the tip side HUD. Go in here, you can change this to whatever you want. Basically, that's where it remembers your configurations from save to save or from session to session. It does say here let me put this up bigger. It does say here for multiplayer, it's under mod settings, tip side to play, multiplayer, save game, map ID, map title, and config. So if you play multiplayer, then basically instead of saying save game 1 through 20 here, you'll basically have multiplayer MP and then underscore save game name. So it might say MP underscore save game 1 underscore map ID. I don't really know what that might say. Then it might say underscore Ravenport, for example. And then in that folder will be your config for the multiplayer save game. So guys, that is it. That is the weekend roundup for the week of May 13th through May 17th. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and let me know in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know, are these weekend roundups useful? Take a significant amount of time to produce. I do wait until the end of the week, till all the mods have been released or updated or pulled back out or putting it together. Just the act of recording this video this week, taking about 3 hours. It's probably going to take about another 2 hours of editing to put it together, and then probably another 2 hours of video rendering, and then probably about 5 hours of uploading. So, I mean, we're talking about a pretty significant investment. Y'all aren't finding it that useful, then maybe I'll just discontinue doing these. If you do find it useful, let me know in the comments. Till next week, happy farming.